Hi there, my name is Randy Fay. I'm one of the maintainers of the DDEV project, and I want to demonstrate for you the new experimental coder.ddev.com. So we are going to take about 5 minutes to open up a project and see how it works. So you see here I am at start.coder.ddev.com, and it's just a launching page. And so you see it says it requires GitHub membership in the DDEV org or a sponsor org. So by default, people need to be in a sponsor org, an organization on GitHub that is contributing $100 plus a month to the DDEV project. But you can also request access. This is mostly for community use. So you follow the link here and request access and make an issue here, and you can see that a number of people have made requests. So that's how you get that set up. So my user that I'm using here, DDL test, has already requested that. And so the first thing that I'm going to show you is not the big flashy first button here, which is for a Drupal core project. I'm going to roll down and do the DDEV freeform project. So here we are, we go out here and we say, I'm going to log in with GitHub. And now I'm ready. My new workspace. I'm just going to call it D11, and I'm going to make a Drupal 11 project. I'm just going to check out one that I normally use. And normally you can actually have multiple DDEV projects in one of these workspaces, but I'm just going to go with one named D11. So it's just called D11. We're not going to do anything else with that. So I'm going to say make it, and it goes out and it does all the things that it needs to do to set up, and has little buttons here which will work for us as soon as it's all set up. It'll let us use VS Code Desktop, VS Code Web. It'll let us use, it gives us a MailPit button, all the things that you would normally have. And you can use these more than one way. You can use the Coder CLI and that kind of thing. But here we are, it's done the setup for us, and you see it says what next steps are here in the log. Let's just go down here. Next steps, repeat for each project, clone it, configure it, and then do a DDEV coder setup. So we're going to do that. We're just going to click on the terminal button here, which launches us a regular web-based terminal, and we don't have to use a regular terminal, which we could have used with the Coder CLI. But I'm going to just git clone. This is just a regular Drupal 11 project, all set up, and that's all I'm going to do right there. So just checking it out, and it already has a .ddev in it. So you see it's already configured for DDEV, and so I can just do a DDEV start here, and it will do all the things that we would expect it to do. You see that it pulled very fast a very large image. That's because coder.ddev.com has a pull-through cache for these large Docker images that we need for some things. So it comes in quite fast. It's doing the normal DDEV start here. And we will be ready to do all the things in just a moment. Again, this is the freeform template, or the freeform mode of this, where you just check out and use whatever it is that you want to use for your project. And we could have more than one of those. So here we are. The router is up. By the way, the freeform template does use the DDEV router, which some of the other ones do not. So this behaves very much like DDEV would on your local machine. Okay, here we are. It's all set. I can do a DDEV launch here, and it doesn't actually launch it because it's in a web page. Oh, it reminds us that we have to get our routes here. And we got to do a DDEV coder setup and a DDEV restart. So it was nice to remind us about that. Once it's up, I can do a DDEV launch and or a DDEV describe, and it'll show me what the URLs are for this, and it will be very easy to do that. So here we are, and we're about to be able to do a Drush SI and that sort of thing. So okay, and it even gives us the URLs that we need to start out here. So here's the URL right here. Let's just check it and see if it works. And sure enough, it wants to do a Drupal install. I will, instead of that, I will do a DDEV Drush SI-Y. And we'll have a fully set up demo project all ready for us. And that's the whole thing. And I'll show you what it looks like in VS Code using the web-based VS Code. And we will see how everything works. Okay, there it is. So now if I go back over here, and I do a DDEV launch, for example, instead of actually launching a browser, which it can't do from within the browser, I can, it gives me the URL here, and I can do that. And I have a live project here on a site which can be publicly available. You can share that. If I do a DDEV describe, it also shows me the URLs that are important here. And I can do it all. Now, if I go back to the main setup here, you see that I have other things that I can use. I can have more than one terminal. I can open VS Code Web. I can just click on D11 here, and it'll bring the same thing up in another window. But what I am so impressed with is I can click here for VS Code Web, and I immediately have a full-blown VS Code in web setup that we can use and do Xdebug and everything else that you might want in it. And I'm going to trust the authors. And here's my D11 here. And you see in the web directory, I've got the index.php. I can set a breakpoint here if I want to. It's already all set up for Xdebug, but I'm not going to demonstrate that. But we have a full-blown, fully configured visual code in the website here. So that is the whole thing. What else do I need to show you? Anything? That should be it. Give it a try. If you don't have access, apply for it, and we will see how it goes. Thank you so much.